In a world that loves to label, to categorize, to place everyone and everything in neatly defined boxes, where the loud, the bold, and the extroverted often take center stage, here walks a lone wolf, a figure shrouded in mystery and intrigue, navigating the terrains of society without a need for the spotlight, yet influencing the world in ways unseen. This is the Sigma male. A master of the art of living on his own terms, crafting a life that defies conventional wisdom, making his own rules in a game that others thought they understood. You've heard of the alpha, the leader, the beta, the follower. But now, let us take you on a journey beyond the surface, into the depths of the psyche of the enigmatic Sigma male. Are you ready to uncover the 10 signs that might just prove you're one of them? Number 10. The preference of solitude. Imagine liking to spend time alone, not because you're shy, but because you think it's the best way to learn more about yourself and grow. This is what we call the preference of solitude. A Sigma male chooses to be by himself on purpose. It's like when you pick a quiet corner to read your favorite book or work on a puzzle. You're not sad or lonely. You're just enjoying your own company and maybe thinking deeply about things. Being alone for a Sigma male is like going on an adventure inside their own mind. They use this time to get better at things they care about or to think about big questions. If you find that you really like having time to yourself, not because you're afraid of talking to others, but because you enjoy discovering new things about yourself and the world, you might have this special quality of a Sigma male. It's like being your own best friend and teacher all at once. Number 9. The Maverick Mindset. The Maverick Mindset is like being the kid in class who thinks differently from everyone else. Imagine you're working on a group project, and most friends want to do things the usual way, but there's this one kid who comes up with a really different, cool idea that no one else thought about. This kid isn't trying to be different just to stand out. They genuinely see things in a unique way that can solve problems in new ways or make things better. This is what being a maverick means, having your own special way of thinking that doesn't just follow what everyone else does. If you often find yourself coming up with ideas or solutions that are different from what your friends or family think of, and if your ideas sometimes surprise people because they're new and work well, you might have a maverick mindset, like a Sigma. This means you're not afraid to think on your own and be different in how you solve problems or see the world. Number 8. The charisma of mystery. Think about when you meet someone who doesn't talk much but seems really interesting. That's like the Sigma male. They don't talk a lot or try to be the center of attention, but there's something cool and mysterious about them. This happens because they are very good at taking care of themselves and they think deeply about things. They're not trying to be mysterious on purpose. It just happens because they are focused on their own thoughts and doing things their own way. If you're someone who likes to keep to yourself and you're okay doing things on your own without needing everyone to notice you, but people still find you interesting and want to know more about you, you might have this quality. It means you're like the Sigma male who has a natural mystery that makes others curious about who you are. Number 7. The art of influence without effort. The art of influence without effort talks about how some people, called Sigma males, can change things or make a difference around them without trying too hard or being the boss. They don't need to be in charge or tell others what to do. Instead, they do their own thing, and people notice and might follow their lead. This can happen because they have good ideas or a special way of doing things that others like and want to copy. For example, think about someone in history who did something really important but didn't shout about it. They just did it because it was the right thing to do, and later, lots of people thought it was a great idea and followed along. If you're someone who finds that people listen to you or like your ideas, even when you're not trying to be the leader, you might have this Sigma quality. It's like being a quiet hero who makes a big difference without needing to be in the spotlight. Number 6. The nomadic spirit. The nomadic spirit means that Sigma males like to move around a lot. They don't stick to one place, job, or group of friends for too long. Instead, they like to change things up and experience new things. This helps them learn a lot about different ways of living and seeing the world. They are really good at adjusting to new situations because they're used to change. This quality makes their lives full of interesting experiences and teaches them a lot about different cultures and ideas. If you're someone who feels happy and excited about trying new things, going to new places, and not just staying in one spot, you might have this nomadic spirit too. It means you're like a Sigma male in the way that you're always looking for something new to learn and explore. Number 5. Mastery of self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency means being able to do things by yourself, like solving your own problems, making decisions, and taking care of your needs without always asking for help. A Sigma male is someone who is really good at being self-sufficient. They learn how to handle things on their own, not just simple stuff like making their own meals or fixing things, but also big things like understanding their feelings and making smart choices. When someone is good at taking care of themselves, they feel strong and confident. This makes them get along better with friends and do well at work or school because they don't rely too much on others. If you're someone who likes to figure things out yourself and feels okay not always being in a big group, you might have this quality too. It means you can be happy and do well, even when you're on your own. Number 4. The alchemy of creativity. The alchemy of creativity means that someone who likes to be alone and thinks differently from others can be very creative. This kind of person is called a Sigma male. They use their time alone to think of new ideas and make things that haven't been made before. Their way of seeing the world is special because they have their own experiences and thoughts that are different from everyone else's. This makes them good at coming up with new inventions or art. If you are someone who enjoys spending time by yourself, and you often think of new creative ideas that are different from what other people think, you might be a Sigma male. This means you have a special way of turning your thoughts and alone time into amazing things, just like turning ordinary metals into gold. Number 3. The Phoenix complex. The Phoenix complex is like when a Sigma person messes up or something goes wrong. They don't give up or feel really sad about it. Instead, they use this tough time as a chance to get better or try new things. It's like when you're playing a video game and you lose a level, but instead of quitting, you learn from what happened and try again. But this time you're smarter and do better. The phoenix is a special bird in stories that, when it gets old and tired, catches on fire and turns to ashes. But from those ashes, it comes back to life, young and strong again. So if you're someone who, when things get tough, you find a way to come back even stronger, you might have this phoenix quality just like a Sigma person. Number 2. The whisper in the crowd. The whisper in the crowd means that Sigma males can change what a group decides or thinks without being loud or the boss. They watch and listen a lot, and even though they don't talk much, when they do, people listen. They're like that quiet friend who, when they say something, it's really smart or important, so everyone pays attention. They help make decisions or change the way a group is thinking without needing to be in charge. If you're someone who does this, you might be a Sigma male. This means if you're really good at seeing what's going on in a group, and you can help or guide the group in a quiet way without needing to be the center of attention, you have this special quality. It's like being a quiet superhero of the group, helping out in your own secret way. Number 1. The connoisseur of connections. Sigma males like to be alone a lot, but they really care about having strong, true friendships and relationships. They don't make friends with just anyone. Instead, they take their time to get to know people and only get close to those who they feel a real bond with. This means they have fewer friends, but the friends they do have are very special and important to them. These friendships are strong and real because Sigma males choose friends who share their interests and values. If you are someone who prefers having a few close friends instead of lots of acquaintances, and you really value the truth and depth in your relationships, you might be a Sigma male. This shows you like meaningful connections with people who truly understand you and who you really get along with. As our journey exploring the world of the Sigma male comes to a close, remember, it's the strength of your convictions, the depth of your connections, and the path you carve for yourself that truly define who you are. Whether you see yourself in the traits of a Sigma or simply admire their qualities, the essence lies in embracing your individuality and forging relationships that are meaningful and real. Thank you for joining us on this exploration beyond the usual labels, into the heart of what makes a Sigma male stand out. Until our paths cross again, continue to explore, connect, and live life on your own unique terms.